Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
No problem. Hello everyone, and welcome once again to the month of Discovery. Today on the menu is the Operative. No one lives forever. It sounds like it would be a James Bond game, and yet this ain't no James Bond. Although I do know it's a first-person shooter. It will take slightly more damage when hitting the AI are more accurate. The AI will have average accuracy and you'll take damage easily. The AI will be very accurate and you will take a lot more damage. You will take less damage when hitting the AI will be far less accurate. Now normally with a shooter I would go with the harder options, but I'm using a controller here because PS2, so I'm just gonna go with normal.
A crisis has arisen. Unity's undercover operatives are being killed off by an unknown assailant. It seems likely that there's a traitor within the agency. Report to the war room for a full briefing on the situation and a tactical overview of your upcoming mission. Do not be late. Following the briefing, stop by the training facility to hone your skills.
Yes, sir. Did I say James Bond? This looks more like Totally Spies. Maybe Charlie's Angels, but that's pushing it. Report to the briefing room. Report to Santa's workshop for gadget training. Santa's workshop? Buddy, Christmas is over. Or at least, yeah. The assignment scene 1. Loading. Loading, please wait. 9:30 p.m., September 12th, 1967. Siberia. I didn't have time to read all of it. I just picked out what was the most important. Some miles outside of it, apparently. Gee, you think that guy might be the bad guy? Eye patch, mustache. Well, and the fact that he just killed someone, that's probably important too. That must be his calling card. 2 days later, French Embassy, Santiago, Chile. Gotta love that spy music. Uh-oh. Did you hear that piano? That means someone's up to no good. Yep, him. He strikes again. Must have a hell of a grip. He broke his freaking neck. Yep, the calling card again. He's on a killing spree. The following evening, South Harbor, Helsinki, Finland. Let me guess, he kills someone else, right? He must have a vendetta against clones of this guy or something. Because they look suspiciously similar to each other, don't they? Sabotage. Now that is more of a clever way to kill someone. It seems this guy doesn't like to kill people in the same way. He likes to get clever. Fox Interactive presents a game by Monolith Productions. I don't know if I'll have to replace this music. We'll find out. Starring Kate Archer as the Operative. In No One Lives Forever. With Kite Harris as the voice of Kate Archer. Jock Blaney, Dmitry Volkov. Ken Boynton, Santa. Scott Burns, Thugs. Roger Curtis is Mr. Smith. I noticed he's looping the animation. Mark Diaz is more Thugs. Barbara Dirickson as Baroness. John Patrick Lowry is Bruno Lowry. Funny how the last name is almost the same. Mike Medow is Tom Goodman. Nigel Neal is Mr. Jones. David Stalker is Magnus Armstrong. Jeff States,er is Baron Dumas. Choreography by Jenna, Andrew, and Jamil. Music by Becky and mixed by Gabriel. Players Joe, Lee, Adam, and Doug. Title track by Rich Ragsdale. Filmed in Lithscope. Woo! We're getting fancy. The assignment scene 2. Meanwhile, residents of Kate Archer. Don't know what I expected. Probably not that.
Damn. Hello. Bruno, how's France? Did you collect any new bullet holes? I know how you love to be shot at. I'm teasing. I'm glad you're not damaged. Did you at least encounter an exotic temptress or two? Really? What was her name? What do you mean you don't remember? That's horrible. Of course, I'm famished. Are you buying? Then it's a date. Let's say Maximilian's in half an hour. Ciao.
42 minutes later, Maximilian's.
I'm not very happy, you know. It's not like I thought it would be.
I never promised it would be as exhilarating as your former trade, only that it would keep you out of jail and make it easier to sleep at night.
More wine?
You're the first female operative Unity has ever employed. The committee is old-fashioned. They need time to get used to the idea of a woman in this line of work.
I know all that, but at this rate I'll be a bloody grandmother before they give me a real assignment.
You can always go back to burglary and pickpocketing if you can't live without excitement.
Damn it, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be challenged. I'm sick of wiretaps. I'm sick of eavesdropping on boring strangers who may or may not pose some trivial threat to international security because they forgot to declare a ham sandwich at Heathrow. I don't have the patience for it. It's not what I'm good at.
It's never fun paying one's dues, but we all have to endure a bit of frustration and tedium now and then. Builds character.
I think I've paid my bloody dues.
Is that what you think? God knows I loathe sermons, but I'll tell you right now that you'll never stop paying your dues. Not ever. I'm sorry you're not happy, but you might as well get used to it. Nobody owes you a damn thing.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled. I just want a chance to prove myself.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance. All the petty politics in the world won't hold you back.
They've done an outstanding job so far, haven't they?
You see? What did I tell you?
Probably just one of the committee members needing a babysitter on short notice.
Ye of little faith. I'll see you there.
Why don't we go together?
I've an errand to attend to first. You go on ahead.
Oh, here we go. It seems the game has finally started proper. Okay.
Good afternoon, Miss Archer. They're expecting you in the briefing room.
Thanks. I guess I'll go in. The one that's green, of course. Briefing room, training facility. Excellent. Well, that is the briefing room. I guess I probably should go in there and not down here. Probably shouldn't be screwing around. This is her one chance to prove herself, and I'm not painting her in the best light. I'm painting her as someone who doesn't know how to read. Oh well, let's just go through it. Report to the briefing room. That's what happens when you press circle.
Agent Archer, how thoughtful of you to join us. I hope we aren't inconveniencing you too awfully with matters of international security.
Oh, sorry. Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it. I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. It won't happen again. I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. It won't happen again.
I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. It won't happen again.
I seem to recall hearing that before.
You'll not have to hear it again.
Let us hope not. Well, if it isn't the inimitable Agent Lowry.
Sorry I'm late, Smithy. You're looking dapper today.
Spare me the disingenuous flattery, old boy. It doesn't suit you.
I was being sincere. It was the one polite thing I could think to say.
You're still upset with me, aren't you? I assure you I have nothing against you personally. You've served us well for many years, but perhaps too many. I firmly believe it is in Unity's best interest that you retire from field operations, and I will continue to campaign to that end until you accept an administrative position.
I'm not upset with you, Smithy. I just don't like you. I do understand your concern, but just because you're too old for the field doesn't mean that I am. Until I'm declared unfit for duty, I will continue to prove it.
I retired voluntarily.
Of course you did.
Perhaps we should dispense with the pleasantries and get down to brass tacks.
Fine.
Lights, please.
We lost another agent this afternoon, bringing the total to 7 operatives in 10 days. It is our firm belief that someone is systematically eliminating our undercover agents, which leads us to believe that the clandestine operations section has been compromised. It seems we have a traitor in our midst.
Do you suspect anyone?
Who's the mole?
We suspect everyone.
7 operatives? That's over half the active list. Why weren't we informed sooner?
You're being informed now.
Did the
This
microphone
situation has unfolded rather abruptly.
quality just
The
change?
assassin left a lily, a regal finale to be precise, on or near the corpse of each victim. Mean anything to either of you?
Volkov.
Who?
Dmitri Volkov. The regal finale is his calling card.
The name's familiar. What do we know about him?
He's a right bastard.
Anything more specific?
Just what's in his file. Born in Kamchatka in 1921. Distinguished himself as an academic prodigy and master chess player by the age of 8, by which time he'd also earned notoriety for refining various torture techniques on neighbors' pets.
That is
It
weird.
seems he joined the NKVD in 1937 and served as some sort of disciplinarian in a gulag near Kiev. His whereabouts during the war are unknown except for a brief mention in 1943, when he was spotted by an OSS officer at Leningrad interrogating prisoners of war who would later disappear without a trace.
Ah, yes, I remember this fellow. We've had dealings with him before.
Sometime after the war, he emerged again, this time in the employ of Smersh. He's personally credited with well over 1,000 executions, spies and Soviet dissidents for the most part. In 1961, a failed assassination attempt left him without an eye. He was shot in the face at close range by one of our finest agents.
You flatter me, but I shouldn't have missed.
He escaped by throwing himself off a 70-foot cliff into an icy river. It was presumed that he survived, as no body was ever recovered. In fact, rumor has it, he's currently working for an organization calling itself HARM as Director of Executive Action. I don't have to tell you what that means.
What do we know about harm?
Unfortunately, there's very little about them in our files.
Well, despite the obvious risks, we still have a job to do. In this case, a very important one.
Wet work.
Precisely. And after this recent catastrophe, the two of you are our only available assets.
To be perfectly frank, Agent Archer, you're only getting this assignment because we've no other choice. Matters of such delicacy aren't really the sort of thing we would usually entrust to a woman. Emotional inconstancy and assassination do not make especially good bedfellows, if you take my meaning.
I think she can take care of herself. You shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career. I'll try to surpass your expectations. Let's make her ambitious.
I'll try to surpass your expectations.
Considering that I expect you to fail miserably, you shouldn't have to try very hard.
Enough of this. Time is of the essence. Stop by the toy shop before you go. They've some new gizmos you might find useful. Don't dally too long, though. Your flight leaves at 6 p.m.
Where are we going?
Morocco.
Agent Archer, what does HARM stand for?
I haven't figured that out yet.
See if you can't find out. And be careful. Both of you.
2 things that I learned. 1, the guy to the right is basically the stereotypical, oh, I don't know about women in the field. And 2nd, the microphone quality is all over the place for the voices for some reason. I'll notice that sometimes it's muffled, it's kind of weird, and then it'll suddenly become crisp. Like they aren't using the same microphones. Like they're using different recording sessions, and they didn't even give them the same microphone. Or maybe the microphone was acting up, who knows. But it seems like it's in different scenes, so I have to imagine it's just that they had different microphones for some reason. Let's go in the training facility. I may as well get some action before this ends. The assignment, Scene 3. How magical!
We strongly advise that you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many nuances and features you may overlook otherwise. If you prefer to skip training, just head to the exit.
Okay. I'm just gonna train a bit. Exit training, advanced field tactics. Let's go with basic. And the lab might also be good. Basic. Gadget lab. Then again, ooh, firing range. Let's just go with basic tactics.
Welcome to Basic Field Tactics. This course comprises several areas, each with its own lesson. You must complete each lesson in order to proceed. Now step up to the active station designated by the flashing light.
Got it.
Your crosshair will change to indicate an item that can be activated.
Okay.
All right. Now open the door to the next area.
Awesome.
Bystanders will often speak to you if you activate them. Sometimes they will share useful information. Sometimes they just want to chat. Be sure to conceal any obvious weapon or they'll be too distressed to talk.
I love
Try
how...
activating Leon.
So they're robots?
Well done. All right. Now open the door to the next area.
Okay.
If you want to skip a cutscene, simply press the X button.
Congratulations! You've completed the Basic Field Tactics course. You should now continue to the Advanced Field Tactics area, where you will receive specific instruction for your upcoming mission. Note that new simulations will be prepared for you before each mission.
I'm surprised you're still talking, and maybe that's why their voices are so muffled. It's like they're going over radio or something.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
Open.
Keep an eye out for ammunition boxes. Each can contain various ammunition types. Once the box is empty, it will disappear. You
Okay.
won't have the opportunity to heal while on a mission, so you'll need to rely on body armor to protect yourself from damage. Be warned that certain types of damage will ignore armor completely, though, such as that sustained from falling or running out of oxygen.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
All right.
sense.
Now open the door to the next.
While on a mission, always keep an eye out for miscellaneous intelligence items that might be of benefit to us. Here are some of the items you should look for. The more you recover, the better your mission rating will be.
Pick
Got
up
it.
these intelligence items to proceed. All right.
Got
now open the door to the next area.
This is
Occasionally
advanced.
be called upon to arm or disarm explosive devices. Simply activate the device to enable or disable it as necessary.
Okay.
Disarm these mock explosives in order to proceed.
Got it. Crap. I'm guessing they're on a timer, which means I don't... At least I don't have to
Now open the door to the next area.
be careful. I don't have to be very careful, do I? Blueprint for the new Unity Accounting Division.
It's often advisable to move as quietly as possible to avoid detection. The faster you move, the louder your footsteps will be. It is therefore advisable to walk or move in a crouch when you're trying to be discreet.
How do I do that? Ah, L2.
I heard you.
I was
Behind
crouching.
the yellow line to reset the simulation.
Oh, come on, I was crouching. There, you hear me now? Mother fricker?
I heard you.
No, you
Step
didn't.
behind the yellow line to reset the simulation.
For frick's sake. Fine, I'll just huddle forward a little bit at a time. Come on.
Well done.
Jeez, that was weird.
The volume of your footsteps can be modified by the material upon which you're moving. Be careful of tile, metal, and other hard surfaces. Whenever possible, favor carpet or turf.
Okay.
All right. Now open the door to the next area.
Right. So I should go across this. And avoid that.
Wow, you're pretty light-footed.
Thanks.
If you're not sure what to expect around a corner, it is generally safe to step out for a moment to see what's up ahead. As long as you duck back quickly, you probably won't be spotted. Of course, the closer you are to an enemy, the more likely it is that you'll be seen, so listen for footsteps or conversation before leaving cover.
Okay. I see. Hey, buddy.
Excellent. Proceed to the next course.
I'm excelling at this, aren't I? Quotation marks. Ah, okay, I'm done. Awesome. Let's go to the gadget area. How do I run? Maybe. Okay. Nope. There doesn't appear to be a run button. Too bad. Well, at least I know how to punch. That's how you punch. Santa's workshop. Darn it. Can't go in there. Too bad. Probably because it isn't Christmas.
Do you think the CT-180 will get a decent field rating?
I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. Have you seen the commission form for that thing? They want
Hello, Kate. How are you? Smithy wants me to run you through a basic firearms refresher course.
Okay. Let's go with the
The
carbine.
Hampton carbine is the world's only truly silent firearm. Of course, silent is a relative term when it comes to guns, but the Hampton's muzzle noise is little more than a stifled cough. It fires a .45 caliber automatic Colt pistol cartridge, making it less lethal than most rifles, but it compensates in subtlety what it lacks in punch.
Fair enough. Let's do it. No problem. I guess I gotta shoot the button, don't I? Or not. I have no idea. Trying to... Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a little hard to do when I'm using basically an analog stick that's keybound. There you go. Damn it. Come on. Show yourself. Dang damn it. That time I just completely missed outright. Come on. There you go. Bingo. I'm better off just moving around. Crap. Even then, that's not the best method. I do good? Check firearms encounter. No firearms beyond this point. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I think I'm just gonna leave. What's over here? A different kind of firing range.
Some things to note about firearms. The next function button is very important. With it, you can cycle through the available ammunition types for a given weapon. More importantly, it cycles through a gadget's various functions. For example, it allows you to toggle between the Barrett's lockpick and weapon modes.
Interesting. Very fascinating
You
indeed.
can shoot through certain walls and objects. Of course, doing so may affect the accuracy, range, and velocity of the shot, but it's sometimes preferable to dispatch an enemy before he sees you. Keep an eye out for these materials.
Interesting. Yeah, I already got him. It would seem.
Be careful not to injure civilians. If you kill an innocent bystander, you will fail your mission. You will also fail if 3 or more bystanders are slain by enemy fire. If you're ever in doubt, look at your crosshair. It will change to indicate the person you're targeting is friendly.
Thank you. How about I shoot you? Hello. Don't mind me. Jeez, okay. Good. Guess I gotta leave now. Oh, do I get to keep this? No, of course not. They take it away from you automatically. Begging the question why I had to manually put that one on the table. Just go ahead and leave. Hey, buddy. I'm getting out of here. Maybe I can get 4 minutes
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Morris Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself HARM, or HARM. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he is in danger. You will be positioned in a residential building across the street from the hotel. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
No problem. I'm sure that'll be easy. Misfortune in Morocco, Scene 1. Magical. I'll get maybe 3 minutes of an actual mission. Hooray! 4 p.m., September 16th, in view of La Chamoux.
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Immensely.
Sure you're not bored?
I've waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can endure another half hour.
Good girl. You're growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once. A few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul. Turned out they'd been compromised by their chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard they put a bullet right between his eyes, and maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
That's why you're always in trouble. All right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second floor patio, coming from the left.
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Not a dime, the time.
Don't get snippy with me, or I'll have you arrested.
Point to your wrist,
Are you
idiot.
deaf?
How dare you threaten me?
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
I can handle this. Where's the challenge in that? That would be lovely.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, it might be good for me. You know, as they
On the
come.
route to your left.
I want to go home.
But we've only been here for 2 days.
Oh, it locks onto them. That's
Coming
easy.
out the door on the
I
nearest
get
balcony.
here.
That's handy.
To your left, on the far balcony.
Boring.
Okay. No problem.
Well, it is a foreign country.
Not the hardest game.
I know that.
But then again, I selected it for easier difficulty just because of the controller. I didn't know it would
But I
actually
thought
snap
the
onto
reason
them.
you wanted to come here was that it is
So that's handy.
different.
Yeah.
Why don't you try to relax?
I don't think there's a reload button.
I'll bet you have a lot of fun if you just stop worrying.
Where's that dime?
You think so?
Sure.
Ah, so that's how you reload.
Maybe you're
Good.
right.
To your
Let's
left,
just see what...
on the far balcony.
Oh, crap.
Let's walk down to the Medina and take them
Oh,
south.
crap. Okay, there we go. Managed to shoot him anyway.
On the roof to your right.
There you go, buddy.
To your left, on the far balcony.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Straight ahead, to the right of the tower.
There you go, buddy. Let's do it.
On the roof to your right.
Pop goes the weasel.
On your left. Coming out the door on the far balcony.
Yeah, I see him. But thanks anyway.
Straight ahead, to the right of the tower.
Jeez, they just keep appearing in the same spots, don't they? Unfortunately, I'm running out of time. Actually, I'm already out of time. Don't worry, Mr. Deaf Guy. Everything's good. Is that it? Is that it? Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say that is it for now. Oh, okay, he's going down the bottom. I can extend it a little bit longer.
Right, street level.
But I guess I'll give the outro now, just in case. That's gonna have to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like all these assassin attempts that he's miraculously surviving. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.
There must be a hole in my pocket.